Hello viewers, today we are discussing about a pneumatic system. What is pneumatic system and what is the application of the pneumatic system in our drilling industries? Not only in drilling industry, in any industry. So pneumatic is means air. So you are using air as a energy to do whatever the requirement of the work. Maybe compressing of the air, using the air in any manner. So that is what pneumatic system. So we will see now what are the detailed information about the pneumatic system. What are the functions of pneumatic system, characteristics and applications. So what are the functions of the pneumatic system? Here you see there are lot of functions in drilling industry. Diesel engine for startup operation. Whenever maybe blackout time, what is blackout means sudden off of the power. That means the diesel engines they are working continuously for hours and hours, maybe like a days and days. After a long period of time, maybe overheating of that engine, then it will suddenly stop. Then that is called blackout. So after that, we need to start it. We need to start it. At that time, we have to start the compressor. So we have to supply the adequate quantity of air to the engine with the help of compressor. So that compressor is used to compress the air from lower pressure to higher pressure. So on next one is drawbox air friction. In drawbox also we are using compressed air. So drawbox as we know that drawbox is available on the rig floor, so which is used to reel in and reel out the drill line. So that is what drawbox. Safety devices like a chronovomatic. So this is very important. Chronovomatic we will discuss in the later video. But what is chronovomatic means? It is a one small element which is placed inside the inside the drawbox. So it is like a safety device. So whenever there is excess movement of the traveling block up and down or top drive or maybe whatever the we are using, so if it crosses the safe limit, then automatically it stops with the help of compressed air. So that is what chronomatic. Instrumentation, and what is the instrumentation, we know that. Okay, and next BOP control panel also we are using compressed air. So actually in BOP control unit we are using nitrogen as a operating element, but to operate that nitrogen also we are using a compressed air. Next one is spinning wrench. Come on, Kelly spinner. You see what is spinning wrench? So on rig floor we are using one wrench. That is what we are using to make and break up the. That is what break up or make up of the drill pipes. So that is what the wrench. That is also a pipe spinner. We call it as a pipe spinner also. Kelly spinner. Kelly spinner also we are using various servo mechanisms in top drive, valves, etc. So here you see what is the general plan of pneumatic system. There are two stage air compressor. In that air tank filter. Then what is air tank? In that safety valve, drain valve, regulators and manifolds. So first of all, what is compressed air? What is compressed air? So the compressed air is nothing but air is available in the atmosphere. Air is available in the atmosphere at atmosphere pressure. So but we need this air more than the atmosphere, that is called compressed air. So we cannot do any work with the help of the atmosphere air, but we can do the some of the works the pressure which is more than the atmosphere. So with the help of the compressors we can make the air to compress our required value. Okay, now you see this is the general layout of the plant, air compressor plant. So how it is working, and how the air is entering into the plant and how it is going. So everything is detailed information. You see, there are two stage air compressors are available, two stages. So what is two stage we will discuss here. In that first one, you see this one is a one air compressor and this one is also another compressor. What is two stage means? This is one and this is one two, okay, like that. So they are using two stage compressor. So see here, these two compressors, they are pressurizing the air. So from here they are mentioning air intake. Air will be entered into this one. After it is compressed, again here also air is entered and air is compressed here, and then it is sent to this into this air tank. In before it is entering into the air tank, it crosses the pressure type antifreezers. So there is an element which is provided in between this air tank and the air compressor, because we are not directly storing the whatever the air you are compressed in the air compressor. We will process it. After that only we will send to the air tank. And if there is any excess quantity of the liquid, because in atmosphere air there is a lot of moisture is there, that will be collected at the bottom of the tank and it is released to the outside with the help of drain valve. So and this is a governor and safety valve. What is a governor and what is safety valve and what is a underline line? So you see, what is safety valve means, if the excess pressure is developed inside the tank, if the safety valve is not present, then there is a chance of blast of the tank. So whenever we are using this safety valve, so this excess quantity of the air which is coming into the air tank will be exhausted to the atmosphere. So this governor will give the instructions to these two compressors, when to operate and when to off. So whenever there is a requirement of the air in the air tank, then automatically the governor will start functioning it. So next one, verified cock, filter, antifreezers and regulator, then it will go to supply. So wherever the requirement of that point, it will go to the different areas, like what we are discussed in previous, like Wilden pumps operation and BOP unit control, Dravox. Wherever the required area, there we will use the compressed air. And these are the applications of the pneumatic system. So here first one is the air pressure testing pump. Next one, submersible pump. And next one is air pump, air winch, drillers, air operated control panel, air remote control system, chronometric pit level system. These are all are air operated only. So you see here there is a information about their example also, air pressure testing pump. So they are testing the air. Super 60 air operated hydraulic pump, submersible pump. This is submersible pump, and air pump. This is very important, and this air winch. We will discuss these two now. So what is air pump and what is air winch? Air pump also called as a, this one is also called as a Wilden pump. This one we also call as Wilden pump. So Wilden pump. These two, not only these two what we are discussed in the above, all are working with the help of air only. So these Wilden pumps, they are using for the transporting of the mud from one place to another place, from the one tank to the another tank, or maybe spillage of the water base, oil base, we have to collect with the help of these Wilden pumps only. The energy input for these Wilden pumps are air. Okay, that is the information of air pumps. But here important thing is, air is the high pressure energy, okay, and air winch also to lift the load, maybe 1 ton, 2 ton, 3 ton, 4 ton, 5 ton, depends upon the capacity of the line, which line you are using, that capacity depends. So with the help of that line, you can hold and you can lift the whatever the quantity of the load with the help of these winches. And finally we have to take care about pneumatic system, that is we have to take like safety precautions. What are the safety precautions we should use, we should follow in order to be in a safe manner of our working area and working people. So what are the safety precautions and what is the safest pressure? So we are using this high pressure energy pneumatic system, so we have to use a good condition of the joints. We have to always we have to check the joints before we are using it, and after usage of that whatever the hoses, air hoses, we have to collect them and put in a good place and good maintenance, and don't live for a long time in a not in a good environment that causes a quick damage of the hoses. Okay friends, thank you.